Hi there, and welcome to Emboldened Kids. On today's episode, different roles. Oh, hi, I was just thinking about the neat things we might do when we're older. Some of us might work machinery, drive truck and trailer, maybe do some farming, perhaps even invent something cool one day. Do you think some of us will end up being teachers? What about scientists? That seems fun. We can't forget engineers. Do you think some of us will end up working in offices? The idea is that we are all different and we have different. Dad, wait a minute. We don't need your dancing just now. Thank you. The point that I'm trying to make, Dad, it's not your point, it's mine. Dad, the point that I'm trying to make here, people, is that we all are very different with different roles, and yet we fit in perfectly with one another. And yes, some of us are funny, just like my dad. All right, let's get out a few Bible verses and we'll clear this up straightway. Romans 12, verses 4 and 5. Just as our bodies have many parts, and each part has a special function, so it is with Christ's body. We are many parts of one body, and we all belong to each other. Did you hear that, kids? We're all part of one body. That's right, we're called the body of Christ. I mean, think about it. Does your heart look at your brain and go, you know what, you don't look or act like me, you're out of here, pal? Of course it doesn't. Does the brain look at the lungs and say, we don't need to breathe today? Of course not. That's ridiculous. It's the same with us. We all have different functions. And I don't know about you, but I love watching my friends play soccer. Think about it, kids. We're valuable to God and we're valuable to one another. I mean, do you think your eyeball looks at your liver and says, you know what? You're different than me. I don't need you anymore. Of course it doesn't do that. All right, let's get out a few more Bible verses so God can show us exactly what it is He is saying. 1 Corinthians 12, verses 21 and part of 24. The eye cannot say to the hand, I have no need of you, nor again the head to the feet, I have no need of you. But quite the contrary. The parts of the body that seem to be weaker are absolutely necessary. And as for those parts of the body which we consider less honorable, these we treat with greater honor. And our less presentable parts are treated with greater modesty, while our more presentable parts do not require it. So what does this mean exactly, kids? When you see somebody weaker, how about you help them out? And if somebody's amazing at something, how about you cheer them on? All right, kids, let's go over what we learned today. Number 1, we are all members of the body of Christ. Number 2, we all have different roles within the body of Christ. And number 3, don't despise your role or anyone else's, as we are all special to God and one another. Don't forget to thumbs up, kids, and subscribe. This is a great place to learn about God and the Bible.